Welcome back to Tabletop Tactics and welcome to our first League report. In this first battle, we are pitching the mighty Spider with the ferocity and viscera of the Flesh Terrors against the cold-hearted calculations and steel of Chef and the Necrons. How will this battle unfold? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. But let's meet those players and check those lists.
It is time for the Necrons to shine their living metal bodies as they climb atop the corpses of my foes to take this championship for the dynasties. If you want a full breakdown of this list, go and check out the list analysis where I get into the nitty gritty of the tactics behind it, at least my thought process behind the tactics behind it. But suffice it to say, it is led up by Sazerac himself, the Silent King, named after the ever popular cocktail because I can't speak well, in his Supreme Command detachment, attached alongside a battalion of the Obsec dynasty with Eternal Conqueror's Relentless Expansionists. In that battalion, it is led by two Cryptex, Technomancer, Chronomancer. Technomancer rides around on his Canoptic Cloak. He has the Voltaic Star for a little bit of extra punch, and he also has the Implacable Conqueror Warlord trait. My Chronomancer has an Entropic Lance. We've given him the Cortical Control Scarabs, and we also have given him the Veil of Darkness, always useful. We go over to my troops. It's 3 units of 5 Gauze Blaster Immortals Bare Bones. Part of the meat of the army begins in the elites. We've got a nice big unit of 10 Lich Guard to act as the anvil, and then a unit of 6 Scorpex with their Plasma Sight buddy as my mighty Gauze Hammer. Ooh, nice. In my fast attack, we've got 2 units of 5 Scarabs, and then we've got a unit of 6 Wraiths. Rounding out the list is a nice big blob of 6 Lockhurst Destroyers and 3 Lockhurst Heavy Destroyers in my heavy support. So that's the list. It's 2,000 points on those. I've got a good amount of CP to start with. As everything is obsec and it gets a pre-game move, you can probably guess what my secondaries are going to be. We're going to go for Ancient Machineries because everything can do it like that because they're obsec. Being able to just cap 4 victory points on the midboard, super easy, super quick, very nice. Coupled with that, we're also going to be taking the Treasures of Aeons because I want to be set on objectives anyway, so why not get extra points for doing so? And just in order to keep the pressure on, we've also gone for Purge the Vermin, so points for killing units, well, not points for killing units, points for ensuring that table quarters and my deployment zone are clean and clear from the nasty flesh that plagues this land. So those are my secondaries. So it's all about putting the pressure on, holding the objectives. It's great at what they do for the Necrons, but let's see what the Flesh Terrors have in response.
Welcome to the League and to the bloodshed that is the Flesh Terrors. Okay, we've got 2,000 points on the nose. This is the debut list. I've already got some changes in mind, but let's see how it plays. It may do better than I think it will. So we have Seth. That's right, Gabriel Seth is leading up this force, and with him we have Seraph Kazian, a Sanguinary priest who I've upgraded to be a Selfless healer, and I've also given him the Teeth of Terra so he can slap a bit in combat. We then move over to the troops where I have 3 units of 5 Incursors. They're going to do hopefully some actions. Then we go over to the elites, and this is where the heart of the army is. We have Seth Slaughterers, that's 6 Centurions with flamers and assault launchers. They can really hit in combat, so I'm hoping they'll also act as a bodyguard for Seth. We then move over to the Sanguinary Guard, of which we have 3 units of 5. Then we have more elite choices in the form of an Ancient, and this is where I've had to spend a lot of CP. I've given him Rites of War. I've spent a CP to be able to take a Blood Angel Relic, which is the Wrath of Baal, and then of course I've spent a CP because I'm having to buy a Relic, so that's really painful, but he's going to give a nice Obsec aura, which is really good. And then finally, in the last elite slot, we have a unit of 5 Death Company. All 5 of them have Thunder Hammers. This is a nuclear hitting unit. Hopefully it'll kill lots of stuff. Finally, in the list, we have 1 fast attack slot, and it is a unit of 5 Inceptors. I know the jury's out on these, but I've always had success with them. They're in with the Plasma. That's it. It's 2,000 points on the nose. Now, secondary-wise, I'm up against it here. He's got an entirely obsec force and secondaries which he can just score for fun very easily. It's going to be a tough matchup. I have decided to go with the 3 which I'll probably be taking most missions, which is Relentless Assault, which is a Blood Angel specific one. Death from Above, again a Blood Angel specific one. Basically have a unit in his deployment zone and make sure no enemy units are in mine. And also with units that have fly, that deep strike, kill enemy units, so I can score points that way. Finally, I've also gone for Raise the Banners because I've got pretty good combat defensive units as well around objectives, especially with the Assault Centurions. So hopefully I can raise a few banners and protect those objectives more easily and have them slow scoring over the course of the game. That's it. Let's get into the mission and see if I can score those points.
Today's mission is Recover the Relics. The primary objective is Take and Hold. The progressive mission is Break them Body and Soul. The mission rules and further information can be found in the Nephilim GT mission pack. The Tabletop Tactics League consists of 15 qualifying matches, with a further 5 knockout games to determine placings and who will be this season's champion. It's time to hand over to the players and let battle commence.
Well, well, well.
So it begins.
So it begins. The league has arrived.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Finally.
Okay, so forces deployed. A couple of things. I do have, as stated off camera, 2 units of Sanguinary Guard and a unit of Inceptors in reserve.
Good thing too, because I have nothing in reserve and it looks heinous.
Yeah, I'm very worried about this. I won't lie. But I'm going to field test this list in the field.
This is a stress test and a half, isn't it?
Okay, well, I wish you the best of luck.
I wish you the best of luck.
Except when it comes to winning the game, in which case I
no luck
hope
for you. Only
lose horribly.
Please.
I roll a 5.
It's a respectable number.
It's a strong start.
It's a strong start.
I see how it is.
It is a battle of wills.
A battle of wills.
A battle of wills.
6.
That's 4 of you.
It's 4.
One worse.
It is respectable.
It's a 2. You are going first, sir.
Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think I feel good because of my Forlorn Fury.
I understand.
Speaking of which, we'll come back to that.
Okay.
One CP, Forlorn Fury, my pre-game move, and I'm going to come straight up the middle here.
Well, Laura's got the first turn. I kind of anticipated that because it's Lawrence. So with my 6-inch move, I've decided to play very defensively here. So I've pulled all of my key units back using my Lich Guard as a shield. He can make some charges onto some units like the Destroyers and the Scorpex, but he's needing like 9, 10-inch charges. So I've used some Immortals to screen them out as well as some Scarabs to guard my flanks. I've not moved far enough forward to get the CP this turn, but I've already got 5, so it's fine. The king is safe, although charging the king will probably be a bad idea anyway because of his fights last. Basically, he's got a 14-inch move next turn, almost guaranteed because of his Wrath of Baal ability from the Sanguinary Ancient. So he's definitely got the speed to put the pressure on. But you know what? I'm resilient enough to allow him to have the first 2 turns of the ball control because my counter punches are going to be absolutely horrific. So the theory goes. So let's see what happens.
Okay.
Come at me.
Some defensive movement here. Here's my command phase. Is there anything secondary-wise that you need to go over?
Yeah, so my Treasures of the Aeons, you need to pick basically 3 of these objectives in the middle, or the one that the Silent King has stood on, if you want.
No, I'll take this one, and that one.
And this one, cool.
Yep.
So those are my Treasures of the Aeons, so I will score points for holding those at the end of my turn.
Okay.
Also, just got some protocols to do quickly.
Yep.
So my permanent one is Protocol of the Undying Legions. I am in Directive 2 for this battle round, so reroll a reanimation protocol. Because of the Triarch's will from the Silent King, I've put Protocol of the Eternal Guardian into my backup pool. So I can swap that out with him in place of another one that I have active.
Okay.
This game.
Yep.
And I'm currently in Protocol of the Sudden Storm, so everyone has +1 move via Directive 1.
Okay.
So, fine.
Okay, Nasty. Right, well, a couple of command phase bits for me. Gabriel Seth will put reroll hits for what it's worth on the Centurions. And with his Chapter Master ability, Seraph Kazian will also put them into the Assault Doctrine.
Cool.
Except he cannot do that, and Seth can't do that because Centurions aren't core. It's my first time using them, so I'm just remembering everything. So in which case, we'll put both of those abilities on the Sanguinary Guard.
Makes sense to me.
Instead. Okay, perfect. I'm going to do some movement.
All right.
First of the Incursor units will move out through the ruin, and we're going to do an action and raise the banner on this objective. This unit here, second Incursors will just raise the banner on that objective since they're already within 3. This Incursor unit will move across and raise the banner on this objective. Sanguinary Guard will just advance, just for the extra move, that's perfect. So 14 because of the Wrath of Baal banner, plus 3, and I'll move them, all behind this LOS blocking terrain. Just advanced with the Centurions, got a 3, so moving 8 inches this way. Seraph Kazian, again, allowed extra movement through the Wrath of Baal, fly here. Seth just advanced off camera, 4, so 10-inch move. And now the Ancient. Actually decided I will advance him. I did roll a 4, and that allows him to just come a little bit extra here, which puts him just within 6 inches of the Death Company, which of course will give me the +2 move. Moving my Death Company this way. Yeah, this sucks, I won't lie. I've had a long time thinking about whether I'm going to move these Death Company. I could have chosen to move them back and use them as a counter. Unfortunately, Chef's army, the way that they can just move back 6 inches, it directly takes away from like one of the major tricks of my army. And it just neutered the good units that I could charge. Death Company aren't realistically going to kill those Scorpex. I'll probably kill around 4, at which point he'll bring back 1 through reanimation, then he'll bring back another 1, and that's not a trade. And in this mission, and with Relentless Assault, I get a point if I kill a unit for the primary, and I get 4 points on my secondary if I've got a unit in the deployment zone. So I've decided after much deliberation to go for those victory points. If I can get the Immortals with a decent enough charge, I'll also be able to tag the Heavy Destroyers. No point trying to charge them because it would have been a 10-inch charge from where I was. Also with the normal destroyers, it would have been a 9-inch charge. Too risky, so I'm going to go for the kill, go for the victory points, and hopefully tag those Heavy Destroyers. This is going to be a real quick shooting phase. I'm going to throw a crack grenade from my Death Company into your Scarabs.
Through the window?
Yes, sir. It's a 6, also known as marked for death.
Sure, choose to win me.
It's a 1, also known as marked for life. So that's my shooting phase.
Cool.
We're now going to go over to the charge phase. Charging your Immortals.
Sure.
Let's see how immortal they are. You get it?
I got it.
Just done all my pilings here, and basically I've used 2 inches and then 1 inch across. Everyone's within 5 inches or within range of the wall here to attack those Immortals. Piling's done. It's now time to try and slay those Immortals, and I've edged my way up towards your Heavy Destroyers to try and get some bits there.
You can try!
As required. So, I do strike first because I've charged.
Yep.
I've got some hits here. We are a -1 to hit because we are wielding the mighty Thunder Hammers.
Yeah, it's also worth pointing out that Scarabs didn't heroically intervene because otherwise I would have done, but Lawrence wasn't within 3 inches after completing the charge.
Yeah, pre-piling.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's when you do it.
Pre-piling. Okay, we wound you. Right, 2 of these are at -3 because flesh terrors.
Yep.
And then 3, 6, 7 wounds at -2.
All right, cool. Let's see what we do. Well, I saved the -3s, okay. And then 7 at -2.
You saved the -3?
The unit is white.
Okay.
That was good.
I was waiting for like 3 to be alive or something. I was just waiting for it to happen. Okay,
congratulations, so you killed the unit of Immortals.
Exactly. So a terrible trade for a potentially dead Death Company unit. However, that Death Company unit is behind LOS blocking terrain. I'm now going to use my Consolidate to just tag those heavy destroyers. Doesn't mean you're going to hit me in the face with one of those big guns, but I'd rather be hit in the face than shot in the face. Am I right, everyone?
Fear the gun butt of doom! I got 4 attacks back after pile-ins. I hit you twice. Do I wound you? I wound you once, no AP.
Okay.
Despite
One
the
wound
massive
on
bayonet.
my death company.
You're fine.
I'm fine on a 6, very nice.
Well done. You did it.
I did it. I've tagged some heavy destroyers.
Congratulations.
Until they maybe just move and fire anyway. Do some Necron jank.
Maybe.
That's my turn. It's 4 points for Relentless Assault, unit in your deployment zone.
Yep.
And no units in mine. And I have 1 point for killing a unit for the primary 3 banners raised. Hopefully score them next turn. Over to you, my friend.
All right. Command phase, nice and swift. The Chronomancer will use his Chronometron upon my Scorpex to give him reroll charges and a 5-up invo. Always nice. Okay. No one for the Technomancer to revive, but what we are going to do is my Will Be Done from the Silent King. One of them is good because he can do it twice, because he is, after all, the Silent King. He is going to do that on the Scorpec Destroyers, and he's also going to do it upon the Lockhurst Destroyers over on that flank of there.
And I believe I get a command point in this particular mission.
You do?
Because I am holding an objective in No Man's Land, which is strangely that one. Looks like it's my deployment zone, but it's not. Okay, cool.
I don't because I'm not holding any objectives, but that's fine because now I'm going to murder you.
Okay.
Scarabs are going to kick things off. We've rolled a 2 on their advance, but thanks to the Protocol of the Southern Storm, we do still have a 13-inch move, which is enough to effectively just move out here, claim this objective, and finally screen out a bit towards the rear here. These Scarabs are just going to move normally through the wall here so that they can raise the banner. Raise the ancient machineries of the dynastic legions upon this objective here. Falling back with the heavy destroyers because there's no point in staying in combat. Scorpex just are going to move up this way to deal with these interlopers into my lines. Plasma Sight Buddy advances into here. The Lich Guard move forward, a deathly procession for their king. The king has arrived, and his yes. The Immortals just fan out here in order to protect backline from deep striking nonsense. Technomancer will disappear off the face of the planet and actually move forward to here. A 2 on the advance for the Wraiths, but it is enough to move out and continue to put pressure upon the far flanks. Finally, the Chronomancer moves next to the Destroyers and cracks open the Veil of Darkness. It's yeet time. The king will begin proceedings.
Will he?
As is his right.
Hope he remains silent whilst doing this.
I mean, look, he's been quiet for the last 65 million years. It's time for him to talk now. He's got a lot to say about the nonsense that's going on in this galaxy, okay? He's going to fire everything into that unit of Incursors that are on the objective, because if I can kill them, that will remove a unit that is wholly within your quarter for that side, giving me a point for Purge the Burning.
I'm going to spend, since I got an extra CP than I was expecting, I'm going to spend a CP on Transhuman Physiology.
Very good.
Yep.
So I'm hitting on 2s, re-rolling because I'm core. Let us begin with a pitter-patter of the Scepter, no, sorry, the Staff of Stars.
Okay, the Staff of Stars.
Reloading. Oh look, I hit you all the time, so that's fun. Freeze to wound you, force to wound you because of Transhuman Physiology. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds at -2. So 4 up saves because of Armor of Contempt.
Okay.
A damage 1.
Cool. I lose 2 wounds.
Okay, so I kill 1.
One is slain.
The Scepter of Eternal Glory. Rerolling. I hit you all of the times. Force to wound you. I wound you once. Minus is you fail because it's -2 because of Armor of Contempt. Okay. 2 damage, so another one is dead. Okay. And now the Annihilator beams. from the menhirs. I hit you twice. Shame I don't have exploding 6s or anything like that. Force to wound you. It's 1 wound at -4, so 6 up safe because of armor of contempt. Damage 6, lol.
Okay, 3 dead.
The immortals over here are going to fire into them as well. 5 shots. They are within range of the Silent King, so they will be re-rolling to hit.
Ouch.
Re-rolling? Oh, okay, fine. Force to wound you because of transhuman physiology. Only 2 wounds at -1. Well, -2, -1, so you're fine.
Hey!
The Chronomancer will fire his entropic lance at you. He misses because he is firing through dents.
Yay! Hate that guy.
Final bit of shooting. The Lockhurst Destroyers. Spending 2 CP on extermination protocols, so I'm re-rolling all failed wounds.
Right.
2 of them are firing into the Incursors.
Okay.
4 of them are firing into the Sanguinary Guard. 2 of the ones that are firing into Sanguinary Guard are going through the dents.
Yep.
Because only 4 of them were able to fit into the dents because of the veil, and I need to be wholly within. It's a whole thing, okay? But I did give them my will be done before I yeeted them away, and they reroll 1s because of hardwired hatred, and I'm rerolling wounds because of extermination. So let's start off on the Incursors.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s. Rerolling. Yes. Wounding on 4s because of transhuman physiology. Rerolling because extermination. That is 5 wounds at 5 up saves.
Okay, because you're -3, right?
-3.
Yeah.
Okay, they are
3 go
D3 damage a pop. So the first one kills 1, and then the other 2, the unit is wiped.
Right.
Very nice. Now into your Sanguinary Guard. I'm going to start with the ones hitting on 2s.
Yes.
Lovely. And now the ones hitting on 3s. Just pop those to one side. That's a full house.
Ouch.
3s to wound, reballing.
Yep.
10 wounds of a 4+ save.
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I fail 4.
Okay. These are D for damage a pop, which means unfortunately we do need to do them 1 at a time because you have shrugs.
Yes, I do.
The first one is 2 damage.
Okay. Do I ignore a wound?
No,
1 is dead.
dead. The next one is 2 damage. Lovely.
I ignore a wound.
So the next one is 3 damage on that 1 wound guy. That's a shame. Yeah, he's dead.
Yep.
The final one
2 dead.
is 3 damage. Okay, so I killed 3.
3 dead. Okay, nasty.
I killed 2 because you're going to bring 1 back.
Correct.
But fine. Now it's time to charge you.
Okay.
Fight. Well, charge time. First of all, I'm going to infuse my boys with madness from the Canoptic Plasma Sight buddy. He doesn't kill any, gives him +1 strength and attack. Okay. I'm now going to charge with my Scorpex. Well, that's a 5, that's in.
Okay.
Scorpec time. I've consolidated in. I would have liked a larger charge there so I could really push that pressure up. I've got the Chronomancer reroll charge, but a 5 is fine to ensure that I can get everyone in attacking. So I've piled in order to ensure that that is the case. I'm going to start with the Harvesters, or sorry, the Reap Blades, because hopefully that's quicker and does the murders.
Or not.
I'm hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because the Silent King gave them my will be done.
Okay.
Rerolling the 1. Full house. 2s to wound because of the +1 strength that I got from my Plasma Sight buddy. I do wound you 6 times. These are at -4, so 6 up saves.
Okay.
Because of armor of contempt.
6 6s. No.
They are 3 damage a pop.
Okay. Going to do these one at a time.
Afraid so. Well, one
One's
is
alive.
somehow alive. Okay.
And the 3 on the next one. Yeah, that kills
so
him.
he's definitely dead.
Okay, and then I've got 4 more to do.
Yes.
So 1's dead so far.
2's dead,
2's
so,
dead
far.
so far.
3 more to do. Just dead.
Okay.
2 more to do. Just dead.
And then the last
Final
one.
The unit
He's
is
dead.
wiped.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. I was going to say lovely and nice at the same time, and my brain instead went to a little bug. Much like my Plasma Sight.
Just a slight rewind. Because you're within 6 inches of my banner, those models that died, I could potentially shoot on death. One does shoot on death.
Yep.
We'll put 2 shots into your destroyers.
I
Why
understand.
not? Rerunning 1s because of Seth.
Yep.
And that's...
They do get +1 to hit because they're in range of a character.
correct,
or
yeah.
whichever one it is.
And 1 wound.
wound. Cool.
It's AP1.
I'm fine.
Okay, great.
A reasonable turn.
Yes.
A reasonable turn. Slight addendum to what I was saying earlier about Purge the Vermin. This unit is just wholly within the swines, but there was nothing that I had to get to them, so be it, it's fine.
And you have taken me off that objective
I've taken you off that objective. Your banner does stay there, so you will get the points that turn, and I've neutered some of the Sanguinary Guard. As I say, you are going to bring one back, but that's fine. I can't, I needed to hedge my bets a little bit there, and it sort of paid off. I would have loved to have wiped the unit, but that was asking for a lot, to be fair. What I have done, however, is scored 1 point on Purge for my deployment zone, 2 points for these table quarters, so that's free. I've gotten 2 points for Treasures of Aeons for this objective down here. 4 points for the Ancient Machineries done over here, and 2 points on the primary for killing a unit, so putting me on 11 to 5. But you are going to pick up some points this turn, of course.
Yes, thank goodness. My command phase. So I've just picked up another 3 points, well, my first 3 points for Raise the Banners, plus I'm holding 2 objectives, it's another 8 points.
Very nice.
Next, command phase wise, I'm actually going to use my Ancients to give the +1 to hit to the 2 remaining Sanguinary Guard. Cool. Seraph Kadian is going to put them into the Assault Doctrine.
But of course.
And Seth is also going to give them the Chapter Master reroll hits.
But of
course. So they are going to do their thing.
They're going to be buff.
Yes.
Just as a quick aside, my second protocol was the Hungry Void, but I've used the Voice of the Triarch ability from Cesarak to actually put it into Protocol of the Eternal Guardian, which was one of the ones that I didn't pick. As a result of his Warlord trait, I can put 2 of them into the bank. Okay. I'm in Directive 2 for that. So basically my army can hold steady or set to defend for this battle round. Okay. I'm still in the Protocol of the Permanent Legions as my super one, and I'm still in the Reanimation reroll one. Not that it came up last turn, but it probably will this turn.
Okay, moving the Assault Centurions. Did decide actually, I want to move them a little bit further. I've rolled an advance roll of 4. I don't want to go the whole way, but I do need to go close enough to get my Flamers in range. Okay, we now have Seraph Kadian moving to fill the void, and we have our Ancient right here. These Sanguinary Guard are moving around here to where Seraph Kadian is, some obvious reasons. Gabriel Seth will move up to support. Just a little shuffle to ensure that we are still wholly within this quarter and a bit more hidden. Descent of Angels stratagem being used for 1 CP for a +1 to hit. And we have some Sanguinary Guard to help protect. And the last unit is Sanguinary Guard, because this will get me Relentless Assault. End of the movement phase, and Seraph Kadian with Selfless Healer brings back one of the Sanguinary Guard. Funny that. Well, Chef, it is my shooting phase. It's time to burn, baby, burn. The Centurions are going to unleash their flamers on your scarabs. It's 12d6 also hits. Oh. This is fun. Let me count that up. We are in Tactical Doctrine, so these will be a -1. It's threes to take wounds. I'm doing them in batches of 20. So you've taken 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 wounds in the first batch.
You need to do 5 wounds or less here for me to have a chance of reanimation. The unit is wiped. You did it only just. To be fair,
yeah, I did roll an incredibly poor roll.
To be fair, you did roll very well last time.
Right, fair enough. So, yeah.
Just out of interest, how many wounds did you do?
I did actually do 3, 6, 9, a further 9 wounds.
You only just got them by 3 wounds then.
Yeah, but still, I'm very happy that I did, because I hate scarabs. I don't care, Necron players. They annoy me.
My scarabs.
Get rid of them! A little bit of light pitter-patter fire. The Sanguinary Guard, this one is just within 6 of Seth, deliberately done. They're going to fire their Encarmine bolters.
Not your
Angelus bolters. Yes, my duffs into your destroyers.
Okay, very good.
I've got +1 to hit because I'm within 6 of my Warlords. Yep. But you've got -1 to hit. So it's I reroll 1s because I'm also within range of my Warlord.
Very nice.
That was nice.
That's fine. 5s to wounds me.
5s. Cool. That's 3 wounds. Now these are at AP -2.
Indeed.
Because Tactical Doctrine and -1
You kill one.
Yay!
Or do you? Reanimation protocols, you kill one.
That's nice.
Well done, you.
Thank you. Right, now, I did get lucky killing one, but it's also unlucky because I'm now not getting the max shots of my Inceptors. I was hoping to just pick off a couple of wounds. However, that's not what happened. So what we're going to do is overcharge now, and we'll do these one at a time because I have to, into your destroyers. That is 4 shots.
Okay. This might take a while, everyone, but we need to do it because this is the proper
It
way.
is what it is.
Okay.
3 hits.
3 hits, yes, because dents and whatever.
And that's 2 more wounds. That is 4 damage, so 1 is destroyed.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's 1 fired.
One's dead. You're
2d3.
counting at home. The next one.
6 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, let's get 6 hits. Reroll the 1.
Oh, kill yourself.
No, it is 6 hits. Right, if
Freeze
we
to
can
wound me.
just wound with all of these, and we can speed this up quite well. I do wound with 5.
You kill 1,
So I
2
kill
and a half.
another 2 and a half.
So I got 2 left.
Okay.
One of which is on 1 wound.
2d3 shots. That's 3 shots. Oh,
goodbye.
that's 2 hits and 3 hits.
Very nice.
And that is 1 dead.
1 dead, 1's on 1 wound.
1's on 1 wound.
Because I'm not getting a save here, guys. They're AP4.
So you got 1 left.
Got 1 left on 1 wound.
2d3.
2 more to go.
3, 4, 5.
If you could kill 1, that'd be nice.
Yeah, no, I don't want to kill 1.
Kill yourself.
Rerolling the 1. Okay, 4 hits. That's good. And the unit is
White.
White. Okay.
Your remaining guy?
And my remaining guy, because you have to roll anyway, because
Ah.
it all happens concurrently. He does 3 shots. He
Kill
does roll 2
yourself.
1s. Come on, no 1s.
Yay!
Ah.
I mean, at least he killed himself, but this is why you do it all at the same, all differently, because otherwise you would have gone, oh, I guess 2 guys die.
Okay.
I mean, look, this is not really a good trade, but fine.
Next, this unit, Sanguinary Guard, going to fire at these immortals here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4,
10.
5. Yep, hopefully.
10 shots.
Okay, no rerolls or anything fancy there.
5s to wound me.
5s. 5s. Just the 1 at -2.
Okay, 5 up save. Nope, he dies. Does he revive? Yes, he does.
Okay,
Lovely.
that's what happens.
For the purposes of that, I'm just going to leave him where he is because he's fine there.
Sure. Okay. Unit of Incursors inside the ruin. 2 are in range with their Oculus bolt rifles with your single Scorpec at the front there. We didn't move, so rapid fire. We are within range of Mr. Seth. Not that his presence means anything to them. And no wounds there either. Okay, I think, you know, that might be it. Other than the 3 Sanguinary Guard there and the Ancient. Okay, let's have a look. The Ancient is the only one in range and line of sight. You fire at the Scorpex.
Yes, he gets the +1.
He does, yes.
Battalion.
Yes. No wounds. Okay, that is, luckily, my shooting phase done.
Cool.
Let's see if I charge anything.
Sure.
Single Sanguinary Guard unit, going to charge the Scarabs.
Sure.
Because that would be nice. Because you know what? I hate Scarabs.
I know you do. No?
No, they fail. No rerolls. I'm not going to spend a CP on the reroll. So that is my turn complete.
All right.
I get 4 points for the Relentless Assault.
You do.
I get 4 points for destroying a unit with
you
Death
arrived.
from the Skies on the turn that I arrived. And I get primary points of destroying that unit and the Scarab unit, so that's another 2.
You could get another one in my turn because that's counted at the end of the battle round. But
Sure.
we'll see whether that happens or not.
Okay, I'm racking up some points, but so are you. Your turn.
Command phase. I gained some points. That's fine. Technomancer has no one to heal. That's fine. Chronomancer is going to do my will be done upon the the chronometron on the Scarabs for 5 up invuln and reroll charges because you hate them.
I hate them with a passion.
to
I
please me
really
greatly.
hate them.
And Sazerac is going to do, and I know that I'm saying it that way because I know it annoys all of you, so I'm going to keep doing it, much like Lockhurst Destroyers.
Excuse me, it's
I believe it's
Locust
pronounced Locust
Destroyers?
because it's spelt like that, except have you ever seen Locust spelt with an H? And yes, I know that it fits in with the spider and scarab theme, but again, it annoys you. He's going to do it on himself because he can, and because I have no other targets, and the Lich Guard. Fine. That's that. Nothing else to do in the command phase. Let's move. The Lich Guard begin the movement by storming forwards. The Scarabs. That's the noise of a scarab. The Immortals up here are just going to jump down and begin awakening the machinery over here. The Wraiths. Again, the sound of the Wraiths. Chronomancer is just going to move normally up to the dents here so that he can fire his lance. It's time for the king to come out and play. No, please. If the flock wasn't there, Lawrence. Yes, it looks very pretty, everyone. And the menhirs come to join him. The Scorpex bust through the wall. Bust through the wall. Plasma Sight Buddy advanced a 3, putting him to here. Heavy Destroyers. Just got enough movement to get back into the building. Technomancer flies up into here between the men here so that he can provide his reroll charge buff to the units over here. And finally, we're just going to move forward with these Immortals here so that we can start pushing up into the battlefield. A little pitter-patter to begin the shooting with the Entropic Lance of the Chronomancer into your, what are they called?
Inceptors?
That's the one,
Yes.
Entropic Lance!
Incept something?
Marked for diff.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a CP on Techno-Oracular Targeting so I auto-wound. It's
Okay.
AP free, so you got a 5 up.
Okay.
But if you fail, it's D3 plus 3 damage. So he is dead.
Dead.
Wow. The Technomancer levels his Voltaic Staff at your Sanguinary Guard.
Good.
Yes, that guy.
Okay.
He angles past.
Hoverbug too.
Into your 3-man unit of Sanguinary Guard.
All right.
Voltaic Staff! He does drop 1 and unfortunately no Voltaic. Zap, because it's a Tesla weapon.
Yes.
That's
yes.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
Freeze to wound you because it is strength 6. Ugh, 1 wound at -2, so free up save. But it is 2 damage. It is 2 damage.
Ouch.
Your shrugs.
Do I ignore?
He does kill 1. I'll take it.
Okay.
The king. He fires a little bit of a split. We're going to do the Annihilator Beams from the Menhirs into the Centurions, and then we're going to fire his Scepter of Eternal Glory and Staff of Stars into your 2-man Sanguinary Guard.
Got it.
The Staff of Stars. Rerolling for myself as I am allowed to, because that's...
Oh, shots. That's really...
It's only damage 1. It's nice for
I still
cleric.
don't like it.
Freeze to wound you. That is 7 wounds of a 3+ save.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are minus.
-2, but 3+ saves. Damage 1, so 3 shrugs to make.
Okay.
Do I kill 1? Wow! Could you not?
Oh, I could.
Okay.
I will.
The Scepter of Eternal Glory. I hit you all of the times. Do I wound you? I wound you all of the times. This is -3, I believe, so 4 up saves.
And this is on the...
Same unit. Okay. I'm just going to check that AP. Bear with. Scepter of Eternal Glory shooting. Yes, it is AP free, so 4 up saves because of Armor of Contempt.
Got it. So
they are damage 2.
Okay. Well, just...
I've clearly baited out all of the Narfasim. He's so busy trying to fix them that he doesn't see the other bit of star.
Same...
If you roll...
no, I have to roll these...
because they're 2 wound models and 2 damage, you need to roll them separately.
Exactly, yeah.
So one's dead.
One's dead. Alive.
If you roll a double 6, he survives. He's dead. Okay, the unit is wiped. That's good. Now the Annihilation Beams into your...
Centurions.
God, my names are not working today. I hit you both times. It's strength 12.
Okay, well, I'm toughness 5.
I wound you both times. It's -4.
Toughness... Oh, strength 12, you said.
12.
Sorry. Okay.
So this will be 5 up saves.
Right, come on, let's make some saves. There's 1, and...
Could you...
1.
Okay. Did they get shrugs?
They do...
Because it's just
not,
infantry... No, it's infantry
I
and bikers. They do. Because otherwise it wouldn't work on characters if it was core only. It's infantry and bikers for sure. So it is 6 damage though.
On 1 of them. Okay, I'm going to roll this anyway. I'll check if it works on them anyway. He's dead, but only just. Okay, 1 is dead, so I'll use that to increase charge range.
I understand. Pitter-patter Gauze Blasters from this unit in the middle. 3 of them can just see the tip of the wing of the Sanguinary Guard. Let's see if I can get lucky.
Yes.
Well, I am not re-rolling because I'm not within 6 of the king, so just the 1 hit, which does wound, so 3 up save. Damage 1.
Yay!
Love it. Final bit of shooting. The heavy destroyers are going to fire through the windows into the Centurions. Yes, I could potentially increase my charge, but then you're heavily neutered, is my thinking. So, here we go. I do hit you all of the times, because I don't take the penalty for moving and shooting a heavy weapon, despite being infantry, even though I have no legs, and therefore it doesn't make sense for me to be infantry. It's 2s to wound you. Okay. Just the 1 wound. It is -4, so a 5-up save.
Okay. Come on.
No. It's 3d3 damage.
Yep. 3, 4,
6.
5, 6. So
That's the same as Annihilation Beam.
Yeah. Ignoring on 6s. Again,
only just.
Only just kills.
So it does kill another one.
I'm going to have a little look at which one to remove. Ouch! Both Sanguinary Guard and 2 Centurions, but you know what? Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. I have increased the charge range with the Centurions I've moved now. He's going to need a 10 on the Silent King. He doesn't get a reroll unless he uses the CP, of course. And the Scorpex are going to need a 9 as well now. So it's a long charge for him to make. Is possible, of course, but even if he does make the charge, I do have characters nearby. Can't really avoid that heroic intervention really very easily with the way I've removed the casualties. So I've got some nasty tricks too. Let's see what happens. I think it comes down to this phase.
We will begin the charge phase then with the Wraiths into the Sanguinary Guard on this flank.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Scorpex into your Centurions.
Okay.
It's a 9-inch charge, but I am rerolling because of the Implacable Conqueror from the Technomancer. Rerolling for the Technomancer.
Oh, close.
Alas, but no cigar.
Oh, close.
The Silent King is going to give it a red-hot go.
Okay.
He needs a 10.
Old Silent King, eh?
No, that's fine. I'm not going to spend a CP on that. If the Scorpex had made it, I'd have probably spent the CP. I'd have probably spent the CP. It's a league. There's no such thing as hashtag no CP reroll, though there probably is internally. And it would break my heart and I would die.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got Scarabs over there and Lich Guard to potentially do, but let me just do some quick measures. The Lich Guard will attempt to charge. It is an 11.
Yeah, that's on the Sanguinary Guard.
On the Sanguinary Guard,
Okay.
yeah. It's a big old charge, but again, that's why I put my Technomancer there for 3 rerolls.
When in a Warhammer 40,000 city.
Yes. And it is specifically a 11 because the Sanguinary Guard are not within an inch of the ruin and therefore the 2-inch engagement range does not apply.
Yeah, the statues aren't counted.
No,
as part
they're
of
fine. They don't make it, no problem.
Okay, fine.
Just the Scarabs
So
to do.
Scarabs?
They can't fail, but
No.
just for posterity, fine.
Just as well, they can't fail.
We're going to kick off with the race.
You don't want to kick off with
Nope,
Scarabs?
because if you interrupt over here, you've got a lot more buffs.
Yeah.
So, here we go. I am hitting you on 5s because you are
The death masks.
scary to the immortal 60...
I know, there's times where it doesn't make sense.
I mean,
but
look, it's fine.
Whatever.
I mean, I'd rather it just be called like your martial exemplars, like because they're just parrying. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
That'd be cool.
yeah.
Anyway, hitting on 5s made a big difference there. There was a lot of
It
4s.
is,
That
yeah.
was a 4. Yeah, that made a massive difference there.
It is, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Freeze to wound you though, because I am strength 6, and I am still damage 2, and I am still -2.
True.
So
There's lots of things going.
it is 6 wounds.
Okay.
So 3-up saves, but each one failed. Is a Sanguinary Guard dead, and no shrugs here.
Okay, so you're
-2.
-2.
I kill 1, 2.
2. Okay.
I'll
Fair
take
enough.
that.
Fair enough. Yeah. There was just off the camera there, guys.
It's the Scarabs. You're not interrupting. I respect that decision. I'm not exploding because chances are I'm just going to make that easier for you, and there's no guarantee for me to kill one.
Right.
If one was on 1 wound or there was 1 less, I probably would.
Yeah. Not quite worth it.
But it's not worth it at this stage.
Fair enough.
So here we go. I'm hitting on 5s because you're scary, but 6 is auto wound. That's not bad. So then 5s to wound you. It is a total of 6 wounds, but no AP.
Okay. 6 wounds. I
One
lose
damage.
1 wound. Okay. Fine. At least I didn't get one killed by those Scarabs. And no, I don't like Scarabs. I don't care if you don't like them. I don't like Scarabs. I hate them.
It would have pleased me greatly.
Scarabs, he's a Sanguinary Guard. Anyway, whatever. My turn. Okay, so you have moved in to tag the Inceptors.
I have, of course, tagged the Interceptors.
That's fine. So I'm just going to strike with the Inceptors.
Why not?
First, because, you know. Rerunning 1s because they are within 6 of Mr. Seth.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
5s to wound.
Now, because they're also within 6 of Mr. Seth, are you toughness 6 or 5?
5.
Okay. I am strength 4,
Yeah,
not
and you don't
5.
get the +1 to wound or the extra attack because
No.
it's not consolidated.
6s would have been damage 2. But that's fine, so it's 3 wounds.
It is 3 wounds. No AP here, so I do take 1 damage.
Okay, fine. That's kind of all they need to do, because
Sure.
it means that a Sanguinary Guard's weapon can be more efficient.
Okay.
Right, next will be the Sanguinary Guard. Let me get the attacks for those.
Okay.
Right, I've got 2 Sanguinary Guard. I'm not going to pile in the 3rd one because I want to stay within 6 of Seth. So what I'm going to do is hit with a Power Fist. He hits you all the time.
Yes, you will.
Now 6s would actually be damage 3.
Which is nice.
Because of Whirlwind of Gore. Not that that matters. 3 wounds.
Okay. So 4 pin buns, 1's down to 2 wounds, of course. So that's 1 dead and another 1 dead.
That's
so that's
2
2.
dead. That's pretty massive.
Fine. That's nice.
And then I've got 4 attacks with the blade in Encarmine. That's 4 hits, because again, they're getting +1 to hit because of being within 6 of a Warlord. Right, this is pretty massive. These 2 are damage 3, so they would be straight up kills, and then 1 at damage 2.
Okay. I'll do the damage 2 first then. So he takes 2 damage.
Okay.
Damage 3. He's dead. And damage 3 is saved. Okay. So 3 dead in total. Reanimation protocols.
No, gosh, that's an ugly roll.
I mean, at least it was for reanimation protocols and not like hits or wounds or something. Okay, 3 are slain.
That's pretty good. Okay, so you've removed those 3 there, so we're still technically in combat with both units.
Indeed.
Then this unit, Sanguinary Guard, will attack the Scarabs. This is just the blades. We hit a lot.
That's nice.
Reasonable.
2s to wound me.
2s, yes.
Because of your red first.
2s. Eesh, 3 ones, not nice. Okay, that's 3, 6, 7, 8 wounds so far.
Okay, you've still got a fist to go, is it? 5 have been vulnerable saves from the Chronometron. I do save 4 of them, 5 of them even, so that's 1 dead and 1 down to 2 wounds.
Hate Scarabs.
They're horrible when they're buffed up with a 5-up pin bun.
So annoying. Right, that's 2 hits. Just -1. Another 2 wounds.
I save 1, so you kill another base. So you killed 2 bases. Okay. Reanimation protocols.
Oh, they get reanimation as well?
I bring 1 back.
Wow.
Killed a base.
How comes they get reanimation?
Everything gets it unless it's a character.
Okay, wow.
That's the end of my turn.
Yes.
There's no morale to do on either side because I've not killed enough to warrant it, or they're dead, and I'm leadership high. Cool. So I've picked up 3 points for Treasures of the Aeons. I've completed the machineries over there. I only get the 1 point for Purge the Vermin for this quarter. That's annoying, but fine, because it does mean you're going to get Relentless next turn. But
yeah, they score me 4 points by just being there. And if I actually am able to kill the Scarabs, they will actually score me 3 points.
Yes, because they arrive from Deep Strike this turn.
Or if this Sanguinary Guard kills. Yeah. If I kill with something.
If you kill something with those 2, yeah. Or the Inceptors. Yeah. So look, that's fine. I will turn off that banner in the next turn.
Yes.
So that's
So I only get 2 points next phase.
Plus, but you're still holding 2 for the objectives. So look, we'll have to see what happens because you can still hit me back pretty hard.
All right, this is it. This is the command phase. So I'm in the lead, not by much.
Not by much.
But by a bit.
By a bit.
Seth can't give rerolls to hit to these Centurions.
They're not
so
cool.
he's going to, because he is just within 6 of this one, that's what we did before, he's going to give the rerolls to hit to the Sanguinary Guard.
Sure.
Seraph Kazian's not going to put anyone in the Assault Doctrine because I'm going to choose to go into the Assault Doctrine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I disapprove, but I understand.
And my banner's not in range of the Sanguinary Guard or core units give them a +1 to hit in melee, so he's not going to do anything.
Yeah. It is worth noting that we did do the Sanguinary Guards shoot on death off camera.
We did, yeah,
You did a wound to a Wraith.
Yeah, so one of those Wraiths is on 2 wounds, yes. We did remember to do it. I did actually manage to shoot with all 3 of them.
Yeah, which was cool.
That died, but anyway, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, that's the command phase done. Let's do some moving.
All right.
Moving the Centurions forward. Oh, yes. Moving the Sanguinary Ancient and Seraph Kazian. Technically, it would be Seraph Kazian first so that he can move to 14, but you get the idea. Gabriel Seth will actually come over here. This unit will come over here. Just a slight adjustment. I have put Seraph Kazian back on the other side because, of course, I do need to be within 3 of the Centurions to revive one. So, yeah. Inceptors will now fall back, and they will actually fall back this way. Actually, you know what? Looking at it, I've got a better idea. I will use their movement to fall back towards this objective instead. And now at the end of the movement phase, Selfless Healer, I'm going to bring a Centurion back right here. It may be a surprise to you, but I'm in the Assault Doctrine.
Yes, I know.
However,
you mentioned that.
I did mention that. However, the good news for you is it means that my Flamers, despite being assault weapons, are not anymore a -1.
That's okay, because your melee weapons are not assault weapons, so they cannot have the AP as well.
Anyway, I'm now going to flame you to death. I'm actually going to flame the Silent King.
Sure.
Yep.
Why not?
So all of the Centurions, 10d6 automatic hits into the Menhirs and Silent King.
That is the mixest bag of bags I've ever seen.
I wouldn't consider that a good roll, but whatever.
It's like 6, straight 12, down 18, the middle, but on both sides of the
20,
die.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33. That's actually...
2 below average.
Yeah, that's all right. Whatever. Right, so I'm going to get 33 dice. And now you are burnt alive. I wonder will you scream silently?
Dead.
Right, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. 8 wounds.
Okay. 3 up saves because there's no minuses here. These must go on a Menhir first.
Yep.
A Menhir takes 3 damages down to 2 remaining.
Okay. Sanguinary Ancient will try and take out that 2 wounds. Menhir.
It's twice. He does wound me twice.
And it's -1.
I save 1, I've got 1 wound remaining.
Seraph Kazian puts his chalice aside, pulls out the bolt pistol, straight into the eye lens of the Menhir.
I mean, it's an orb, but... It actually went like this. It went, it blinked out of existence and then came back as a bullet went.
Something will blink out of existence in a minute, Chef.
Yeah, your army.
Because you were aiming for the eye lens and not the orb.
Yeah, made a terrible mistake there.
Right now, my Incursor unit.
Said something very funny on camera. You'll never know.
They're going to shoot at your men here. And he's very upset that I'm going to take it out with bolters. Why are you so upset about it?
I'm not upset.
They're rapid firing, so they didn't move.
Yeah, they didn't move. Twice to win me.
Okay, that's 2 wounds, boy. That's 2 wounds. Oh, that slap's different.
That's such a weird turn
That
of phrase.
slap's different. Does
I don't
it blow up?
No, they don't explode.
Oh, that's boring. Yeah, well, your orb is shut now. And now some sniper shots with these Oculus rifles into your Cryptek, Osiris Ra. I'm ignoring the modifier and I'm ignoring cover because that's what they do.
That's what they do.
Rerolling 1s, luckily, because Mr. Seth is in the house.
Mr. Seth.
Okay, that's 4 hits. 1 for every wound he has.
Balls to wound me.
1 for every wound he has. That's 3 wounds.
Okay. 4 up save. I saved them all.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it would have been better.
I would have preferred it the other way around, frankly, but never mind.
All right, playtime's over. It's now the charge phase. So we're going to open with the Centurions into the Scorpex.
Sure, I'm going to hold steady.
Setting to defend. I roll a 7.
Yeah, cool.
I'm going to move them in a moment. Obviously, move them first. I'm then going to charge the Ancients, so I can do it all in one go. He gets a 6, and Seraph Kazian, he gets a 6 too. That's very easy to remember. Great. Cool. Gabriel Seth into the Wraiths. 3. Luckily enough, that does still make it. And funnily enough, is also pretty much as far as I wanted to move him anyway. So that's just weirdly convenient. Then the Incursors are also going to go in.
Yes.
Because they will help block some bits. Okay, great. That's a 7.
Nice.
We're in the fight phase. The Centurions, strangely, are going to strike first.
I understand.
Any guesses as to why?
Because they can each wound as a kill. I am going to infuse them with madness because if they do somehow survive, that makes them a little bit beefier. There's no point in me doing Whirling Onslaught because you are a Blood Angel, so you are currently wounding me on 2s with a +1 to wound anyway. Yeah, and mine's only -1 to wound. So. Do I kill one? I don't. So if I do survive, they are a little bit beefier. Nice. Okay. I'm just going to check that it is 5 attacks each that they have on the charge. Because, you know, I don't want to mess that up. Well, we are in the Assault Doctrine now. So 3 + 1 for the charge. One of them is a Sergeant, so I do get an extra 1 for that. And Savage Echoes. And Savage Echoes. So 3, 4, 5 attacks. 26 attacks. Yes. If you could do a whiffer here, that would be great. No, please. Come on. This is... Allow me my unit. No. Allow me my unit. Shall I just remove them? Because a 2, if you get 6
Yes.
2s, they're dead.
Yes. 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 Allow me the satisfaction of crushing this Xenos unit.
Well done. The race are going to interrupt, but they are going to attack the Incursors.
I want to move the old obstacle.
I want to get rid of that obstacle.
Well, I dislike that immensely.
Well, I drop 3.
Ouch, that was an incredible roll.
That is very good. Freeze.
By the way, sorry, and I know you have hit well, but I would have spent a CP on transhuman.
The only unit you can do
right?
it.
Yeah, it's literally the only I can do it.
Made a little bit of a difference, but that was a terrible roll. 2 wounds at -1.
Okay.
Because of Armor of Contempt. So 4 ups.
The armor of contempt.
Does it?
6. Okay, fair enough. But I have eaten the CP.
Yeah,
It's
fine.
gone. Okay, fair enough. Cool. So now,
It's all of your attacks.
yes, on a Eucus,
I could fight over there, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll hit with them
Well,
first.
that you need to do charges first.
Of course, yeah, good point. Okay, fine. I'm going to do the. Do you know what? I'm going to have to look at this because I actually want the Sanguinary Guard to kill because it's worth victory points for me.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah. You know what? Seth has to strike first, really. The Sanguinary Guard, what I'm trying to do is see if the Sanguinary Guards would be able to finish it off. I'm just going to have to hope the Sanguinary Guard here finish them instead.
Sure.
Okay, Seth also, by the way, guys, we did say this off camera, he's going to give the rerolls to himself, not because he happens to be in combat now, but because there was never any point giving it to this unit, because he was always going to be within 6 inches of them, meaning that they're hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s anyway.
Exactly.
So giving them rerolls made no difference. So of course he just puts a Chapter Master ability on himself. Right, here we go. 7 attacks.
That's logic.
Let's see what Seth does. Okay, he drops 1.
Reroll.
He doesn't drop 1. He does wound on 2.
Does he get exploding 6? Oh no, that's like
No,
his
that's the Critation Born,
Which,
but
yeah.
he doesn't get. He gets
of
a
rapid range.
which I don't.
Yeah. Which
yeah.
you've not given anyway because you've not spent the CP to give him the Warlord trait. It's
No.
all very
And he
confusing.
doesn't get his cool headbutt thing anymore.
I mean, I kind of think, I think the headbutt is literally just him fighting twice. At that point,
Pretty
he just
much,
goes,
yeah.
"Ah."
Right.
you
now,
bring me all of the
2 of
types.
these are on damage 4. Not that it matters.
It's core only.
Oh, is it core only? Doesn't affect him? Yeah, you're right.
Doesn't matter, he's
affect
damage
him.
3, isn't he?
He is damage 3.
Yeah, so 4 up in buns.
You got 4 up in buns.
The unit is still alive with 1 guy left alive.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay then.
Now, here's the thing though. He gets to fight again.
Well, yes. So he will pile in and do
He's
that.
going to consolidate and then he'll pile in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's
let's-
kind of moot, really.
Do you want me to just roll the dice?
No, because technically you'll need to do your incursors first.
Oh, is that right?
Pile in to consolidate. Because it happens at the end of the fight phase, doesn't it?
I think it's straight away with this
Oh,
particular
that's
one, but I
interesting.
will double check that. Oh no, forgive me. It is at the end of the fight phase. You're absolutely right.
So you would
Forgive
need to do the incursors first. It's
Yeah.
just so that we're doing it in terms of movement and stuff. Because if the incursors kill the wraith, then he won't be able to basically double consolidate.
Correct.
If you
Exactly.
get what I mean.
He won't get the move because there is no unit to do it. It's
Yeah.
a very good point. Thank you for that. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so Seth wouldn't be able to fight twice again anyway because he has to start in engagement range to activate that ability.
After we actually looked at the board.
Yes. So that's fine. He is there doing his thing. I've piled in with the Incursors. They are now going to attack you.
All right.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
For Mr. Seif.
Yes, those 2s
Good hitting.
cannot be re-rolled. Okay, now 6s will be damaged 2 here because Whirlwind of Gore, which is Seth's ability.
But it is forced to
And it's
wound.
forced to wound. Oh, we've got
Okay.
4
Ooh.
6s, so these are damage 2. And then you've got 4 wounds on top of that.
Okay, I'll do the damage 2 ones first. 4 up in buns.
Okay.
Oh, I've got reanimation protocols to do. Forgive me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that would also change loads of things if one
I
comes.
do bring one back, but I can bring them back in coherency of myself, so I just bring them back the other side of Seth.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So effectively,
Right. Okay.
but you're still getting your full attacks and the damage 2 and stuff. So what I'm going to do, because I'm an idiot and forget things. So I've got 4 damage 2 ones to do. Let's do those ones first.
Okay.
No, let's do the damage ones first now.
Okay.
Because,
Yeah.
yes.
So you're 4 damage 1s.
So I should have done the damage 2 ones first because I saved them all.
Okay.
That'll teach me for trying to be clever. Damage 2.
Damage 2. Wow. So
1 guy takes a wound. Well, two
Takes 2 wounds.
He's down to 1.
okay. So
Wowzers
I
trousers.
think that went really badly for me.
Yes, it
I'm
did.
not quite sure what happened. Okay, great. Okay, so I've now consolidated. I do have I mean, this guy's thing keeps pushing me back. Basically, I have 3 models, which are offset models, within 3 of that objective, which means I've stolen the objective back, despite the fact the combat went really badly.
Yeah. I mean, incidentally, I didn't kill any in return, hence why I wanted to attack them first.
True. But I can't do anything with my Sanguinary Guard because they're not engaged at range I can't pile into. So, yeah, that sucks, but it is what it is. Having said that, it's now this combat over here. You've got some scarabs.
Yeah, I've got 3 scarabs.
Okay, you're going to blow one up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pop goes the scarab. You take D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, okay.
I've got to roll a 2+.
Right. Okay, yep.
You take
Sure.
3 mortal wounds. I killed 2.
Ouch.
Bosh.
Literally the worst result.
Yep.
Ouch.
And now I will munch your face off.
Okay.
Now I can't revive that scarab because he's died from not an attack.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Psychic and bombs and, you know...
Do you care which scarab it is?
Yeah, I would pick the one closest to you.
This one?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Right, here we go. Attacks. Well, you'll be pleased to know I wound you once and hit you once because of your -1. And I do a grand total of 2 wounds, no AP. Do I kill 1? No, but I did kill 2. I'll take it.
Right. Sanguinary Guard going to hit you back.
I understand.
Right. No
Remove
special
the fist.
bonuses, but they've rolled... I've removed the fist because...
Why not?
Okay.
to wound me.
Drop 2, sadly, but that is 4.
5 of invulnerable saves because the chronometron is in effect until my next command phase.
Okay.
I do save 1, so 1 goes, 2 goes, 3 goes through, 2 damage a pop, so 1 dies, 1 is down to 2 wounds. But is he dead? Reanimation protocols. Yes, he's dead.
Okay.
That would have been hilarious if he wasn't.
It would have been very not funny for you.
Because I would have been fired.
Yes. Right, that's my turn. This frustrating thing will carry on for the end of time.
Forever!
This is very frustrating, but I have stolen the objective back.
Yeah.
I have destroyed a unit for the primary, so that's 1 point. I haven't destroyed a unit with one of the units that deep struck, so I don't get the 3 points there, but I do get 4 points again for relentless assault.
Yes, you do, which is a pain, but never mind.
Yes.
Turn 3 for the Necrons, and I have a plan.
Okay. Well, you know what they say about plans.
They never survive contact with the enemy. But command phase, let's kick things off. I've done my living metal healing, so my wraiths and my scarabs over there have been healed up. Silent King is going to put my will be done on the Lich Guard and also this unit of immortals. He's sadly just out of range of those destroyers there, which is very...
You get like a 12-inch range for it?
No, 9-inch.
Oh, that's still pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, but it's very sad that I'm not in range because otherwise, yes,
For me, less sad. Yeah.
I know. And the Chronomancer over there is just going to give his reroll charge. It's a 5-up inven as well, but they've already got a 4-up.
Yeah.
But more importantly, the reroll charges to the Wraiths. Again, just at a range of the other units over there.
Okay.
That's my command phase. Let's do my movement.
Good luck.
The Scarabs begin the movement phase by bravely running away.
I hate those scarabs.
Immortals here step through the wall so that they can shoot at the Sanguinary Guard, whilst also maintaining the hold on that objective. This unit over here will move backwards in order to do the same sort of shtick. The cheekiest plasmacyte buddy in town now has that objective because he's obsec lol. The unit of heavy destroyers are just going to shuffle over this way so that they can all be drawing line of sight to the Sanguinary Guard, but also ensure that my plasmacyte buddy doesn't disappear at the end of the turn before I can score objectives. The Lich Guard! It's time to finally join the fray. The Silent King turns towards the Centurions and goes, nope. I have other things to deal with. And also my friend. The Technomancer, with his flying canoptic buddy, lands in the middle of these Lich Guard. Final bit of movement, the Wraiths are going to just fall back over to here, but they are still able to charge, as is their right. And by final bit of movement, I meant penultimate, because now the final bit of movement has been done. We will begin the shooting phase with the Entropic Lance of the Chronomancer into your Inceptors. I always get their name wrong.
Yeah.
Because Interceptors just makes logical sense.
Yeah, but then there's a Grey Knight unit called that, so...
I know, but there's also a Gene Stealer Cult Abominant and a Chaos Knight Abominant, so, you know, you definitely don't want to get those two confused. No. Surprise! The Gene Stealer Knight! Ooh! Someone get on it! Right, okay, I'm going to fire my Entropic Lance at you. Are you going to do... Transhuman Physiology! Transhuman Physiology!
Yeah, 1 CP, so I'm down to 1.
I understand.
Yeah.
Do I hit?
Just in case.
Oh, it's marked for death.
It is marked for death.
Marked for death?
Is it marked for...
Oh!
Death? Okay.
It's marked for death on a 6 because I can't roll on a tray.
Nor can I, apparently.
1 explodes because it's D3 plus 3 damage. Splat.
Bonk.
Immortals into the Sanguinary Guard. 10 shots, rapid fire, freeze and freeze. Okay. Not a bad start. It's always very stressful because I know... Okay. It's 5 wounds at -2, so 3 up saves.
The Armour of Contempt.
Oh, the Armour of Contempt. Oh, it's done such good work this game. Okay. The 5 over on this objective into the Sanguinary Guard, healing on 2s because of my will be done. Of course. Freeze to wound you. None of them were in rapid fire range.
Sure.
It is 3 wounds, again, 3 up saves.
The Armour of Contempt. 6. No.
Okay, 1 damage. Fine. 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 The Voltaic Staff from the Technomancer levels through the window. Firing through a wall is a mortar. He can't do that. He's not a mortar.
No.
No. Into the Inceptors, because I'm somewhat confident that 10 Lich Guard should be able to deal with 3 Sanguinary Guard, but hey, we'll soon see. No, Tesla. I do hit you all the times though.
Okay.
Forced to wound because of your Transhuman Physiology. 2 wounds at -2, so 4 up saves. They are 2 damage.
Contempt?
Though. Yeah, because it's -2. And then Armour of Contempt makes it -1, so 4 up saves.
Got it.
2 damage though, so 1's down to 1 wound remaining. Okay, it's time for the... Okay. It's the Lockhurst Heavy Destroyers into the Sanguinary Guard. There's 3 shots, there's 3 to kill. Let's do it. Okay, I have spent 2 CP on Extermination Protocols because last time I fired them I rolled a double 1 to wound, and I really can't afford that this time. So, 3 shots. Fortunately, I'm re-rolling 1s to hit because I hate everything. The dream is alive. The dream is alive, Lawrence. It's 2s to wound you. See? I honestly thought it was going to be another 1 there. Right, so these are -4, obviously Armour of Contempt, so 5 up saves. Each 1 failed is 1 dead.
5, 5, and 6. Oh, it's close! It was bold!
Oh, that's really frustrating. To be fair, actually, even with Armour of Contempt, you would have only killed the 1.
Yep, that is very pleasant for me.
Well, that could have gone better, but that's fine. It's Lawrence rolling saves, so I don't know why I was expecting anything less.
Also, incidentally, I am actually on 2 CP, not 1, because
yes.
in this mission, I got CP in your command phase.
Yes, them's the rules.
Yeah.
It's split time, baby. We're going to do the Staff of Stars into the Inceptors. We're then going to be doing the Scepter of Eternal Glory at the Incursors. And then we're going to do that? No, we're not. That's silly. That's silly me. Yes, no, we are going to do that because I've said it now. And we're going to do the Annihilator Beam into those Centurions because, yes. The Staff of Stars. Re-rolling because I am allowed to, I am core. It's very strange, but this is the world that I live in. Forced to wound you. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds at -2, so 4 up saves because of Armour of Contempt.
This is on this unit.
This is on this unit.
Oh,
the
this unit, sorry. Curses, Inceptors.
Only damage 1, but does kill 1 and takes 1 down to 1 wound. Okay, that's better than I was expecting. The Scepter of Eternal Glory into the Incursors. I hit you all of the times. 2s to wound you because it's strength 8. I wound you all the times. This is -3, I believe. So 5 up saves.
Into this Incursor
This
unit?
is into the Incursor unit.
Nope, fail
They
both.
are damage 2 a pop.
Okay.
Yes, it was -3. I am correct. I'm not cheating. And now the Annihilator Beam into the Centurions. It's a hit. It's a wound. It's -4, so 5 up saves.
Okay. Yep,
Loves it. Could you stop making 5 up saves, please?
No.
Okay. Let's charge you now. Charge time.
Yes.
The Wraiths into the Inceptor.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going over here, you see? Away from Seth. No heroic intervention for you, please. Don't want it, don't like it, don't need it. The king into your Incursors.
Yes.
Okay then, I guess I'll be using a CP reroll because it's a league. Yes, I do. The Lich Guard into the Sanguinary Guard. I need a 5, but I'm re-rolling anyway because of the Technomancer's Warlord trait. Yes.
They make it.
We will begin with the Lich Guard because I don't want you to interrupt and neuter my charge too much. I have managed to, thanks to that big charge, I have managed to tag the Incursors, but I also avoided heroic intervention from Seth because again, I don't want that in my life right now. With my pile-in, I have also managed to get within range of the Silent King for his reroll wound aura, which is very nice because I've only got 8 guys attacking.
Okay.
I am hitting on freeze because I'm
minus
free.
1, you got plus 1.
I got +1. Hey, look. Everyone's having a nice time. So freeze. There's a lot of misses in there. Good thing I've got the reroll wounds, otherwise I probably wouldn't be killing them. Okay.
They damage 1 as well.
Yeah, damage 1. Yeah, if they were damage 2, they'd be really, really good. I think they're really good anyway. But yeah, here we go. Freeze rerolling. Good thing too that the king is here, because that would have really sucked. Rerolls. That's much better, right. That's very much better. So we got 9, 10, 15 saves at -3, so 4 ups because of Armor of Contempt.
15, did you say?
15.
15.
They are dead.
Dead.
Thank goodness for that.
Okay.
That would have really, really been bad for me. The Wraiths now into the Inceptor.
Okay.
For what it's worth, everyone, I have consolidated further in, avoiding Seth, but I'm still not going to be able to steal the objective because Lawrence has the ability to just pile him round. I currently have 2 models.
What? I'm gonna.
Well, I currently have 2 models. You currently have 1 model, but with your pile in, you
I'll
should
have
be able to
3.
at least contest.
I'll have 3.
Because I wasn't able to.
Because you can't base this guy,
I couldn't
so
base that guy.
he's just going to go here, and he's going to fill the void here.
Well,
That's
he
3.
does need to end the move closer to him, so he won't be able to move too far away.
Closer
but he
to
should
the enemy unit, right?
model.
Okay, fair enough.
But you should still be able to get
Should
within
still be able
3.
to whisker it
But
anyway.
we'll deal with that later, because now it's Wraith time into the Inceptors. I hit you 4 times. That is the average. Freeze to wound you, no transform physiology. I understand. Shame. -2, so 4 up saves, fail 1, and you're dead. You are dead.
He is slain.
Goodbye, sweet.
They're OBSEC as well, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Everything apart from the Silent King is OBSEC.
Yeah.
It is time for the king. I'm going to do a trace of men here. Fear me. Yet he is weapon skill 6. Are you doing physiology?
Is that the...
Everything's attacking you.
Oh, that was just the attack with the men.
This is the trace of men here. It just goes boom.
I already declared transhuman off camera. Yes, 1 CP for transhuman physiology.
Forced to wound you, but I am reroll. I don't need to. It's AP 0.
Transhuman physiology.
Loves it. The Staff of Stars. I hit you all the times because I'm weapon skill 2. The Staff of Stars. Rerolling because I'm allowed to. It's a really stupid rule. I don't know why. It's 1 wound at -2, so 4 up save. Damage 1.
Okay, 1 wound.
The Scythe of Dust. Ooh. 4 attacks with this. I hit you all of the times. Forced to wound you. Rerolling. Oh, and you. 2 wounds at -4, so 5 up saves. No, 6 up saves.
Yes.
Damage free, so that's 2 dead.
Okay.
And now, the Scepter of Eternal Glory. 6 attacks. Ooh, I dropped 1. Fine. I've got to kill 3. This is very upsetting. Forced to wound. Rerolling. Oh, so many things that it saved you. Okay, it's 1 for each of them. It's -3, so 5 up saves. The unit is wiped.
Unless I use a CP.
I understand.
Because you're not OBSEC, are you?
He is the only thing in the army not OBSEC.
Okay.
And that is one of my treasures targets as well, so that will get me extra victory points this turn.
Okay, then, yeah, 6.
Understand.
Yep, I make
Loves it.
Down to 0 CP, but the
Well
unit
worth it.
survives. Okay, my turn. Incursors are going to attack the Lich Guard.
Good roll.
Rerolling ones with
Good thing
Gabriel,
too.
Seth.
Oh, it's pretty good. Right.
And then sixes will be damaged too.
They will because of Seth. He makes them very angry. Goodbye. It is falls to wound me because I'm toughness 5, but you do get your +1.
That's fine. So 4 wounds. One is at damage 2. All of these are AP 2, and this one's AP 3.
4 up in
So
bonds.
you're onto your 4 up in bonds.
Damage 1.
Damage 1.
Kills 1.
Kills
Damage
1.
2. Kills another.
1. Okay.
But does it? Reanimation protocols. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to get into the nonsense time, I'm going to remove these 2 over here. Reanimation protocols.
Yeah, whilst you do that,
I can re-roll because of my permanent legions.
Okay.
I bring back both of them, and I will bring them back over here,
Okay.
as is my right, and thus stealing that objective.
Yep. Good move. Very good move. Incursor Sergeant now into the Silent King. No rerolls for him.
He does
2
wound me
wounds.
twice.
-3, one's at -2. Again, I'm assuming you've
Same
got-
inbun, yeah.
Yep.
So 4 up inbun on the men here. The men here takes wound.
Okay, nice.
All right.
Is that it?
That's it. A very crucial morale now for this
Yes.
lone guy fighting the king.
Get a 1. 4 will do.
He passes.
I'll take it.
Okay, that's pretty significant.
It is, because it does mean that I do hold a primary still.
Yeah, because he's not obsec. But, I mean, because you are still holding 2. Well, no, you're
2.
not, because he's obsec. Forgive me.
Yeah.
But that would have turned off the banner.
Yep.
That would have given me 5 points on Treasures of Aeons, because that's one of my treasures targets. And yeah, that would have put you in a pretty precarious position because no primary. Having said that, you do still have the big brick of Centurions left,
I
and
do.
Seth, who is a monster.
And I believe I'll still be just in the lead points-wise. We'll have to check that.
Yeah, because I'm not going to get anything for Purge the Vermin. That's why killing that unit was pretty crucial, because it was your last unit for Death from Above,
Yep.
as well as giving me that table quarter.
Yep.
Killing him would have also given me this table quarter, but it's fine because it's only turn 3.
Well, my turn. 4
It's now turn 4. I have time. Okay.
All right. So my turn 4, I've just crept into the lead for holding the primary objective over there. And I still have the point for the banner over there too.
Yes.
Okay, Seth will give the reroll hits to himself again. None of the command abilities from the banner or priest
Chalice.
works. I suppose I could give the +1 to hit to himself.
He's core character, isn't it?
Yep, so I'm going to do that.
Okay, understandable.
I'll double check, but I believe he can. It's Blood Angel's core unit within 6 inches, add 1. Oh no, it has to be core, and he doesn't get core. No. Okay, fine. All right, cool. So that's it. Let's do some movement. This will be a big one. Sanguinary Guard will take to the skies and move over here. The Centurions, Seth Slaughterers, will move forward. Some will go into the ruin. Seraph Kasian takes to the skies, afforded some extra movement because of the banner. And Mr. Ancient will land next to him. Actually, slight adjustment because just realised I don't have a full squad of Scents, so he won't go quite his full distance. He'll go there, so he can bring one back. I'm nearly at the end of the movement phase, if not nearly done. I will be bringing a Centurion back, just to let you guys know. Incursor will fall back this way, just within 3 of the objective, but also just over 3 from the Silent King. Seth will now move this way towards this objective. Yeah, Seth. Do I want to be moving him back towards Wraiths? No. Do I want to charge him into the Silent King? Of course I do. That would just be epic. But unfortunately, with a bunch of rules that are going to be in effect, it will just not be epic. Silent King will just make him fight last. I could have put the Ancient over towards that way, used Angel's Sacrifice forced the Silent King to put all of the attacks into the Ancient, and then Seth would have had some good shots at the Silent King, but the sad reality is that he wouldn't kill him statistically. And this is really the moment of the game for me. The Wraiths, where I whiffed against the Wraiths and then Chef got really lucky bringing another one back, that is the pivotal thing which could win Chef the game. I need to move Seth over there now because it will then, Seth is extremely light to kill those Wraiths, thereby taking that objective back, and then Chef will only be holding one objective in his turn 4, which is the one with the Lich Guard. That means only 4 points as opposed to 8+ points, and that will sneak me ahead further with the lead. So let's see if this plan pulls off now. The Wraiths have foiled me once before. Now it's time to end them permanently. Time for some shooting.
Pew pew.
The Sanguinary Guard here are going to fire at the Immortals right in front of them.
I understand.
The Angelus Boltguns. Yes.
Ah, the Boltguns of
The Angelus Boltguns. Yes.
One wound.
The Angelus Boltguns. Yes. Kills one.
I'm in light cover.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yes.
you weirdly still get it even when you're both
I'm
in
also in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so my Overwatch would be pointless.
Fine. Centurion time. This is going to be funny. I'm going to do 3 of the 2 flamers into the single plasma site.
I mean, I fear him too.
And then I'm going to do the other 3, who can see over here, into your Cryptek.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the 6 into your plasma site.
Sure.
Let's open against the plasma site first. So that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22.
Into
Very
my
nice.
plasma
4,
site.
5, 6, 7, 8,
You're
9,
gonna need a lot more than that, boy.
10,
Fives
11,
to wound
12,
me.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. Here we go. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds.
9.
9 wounds, my friend, yes.
Pathetic.
9 wounds on Mr. Plasma site.
9 wounds.
If he does survive, then I'll end up charging 2, you know, just for funsies.
4 up saves.
4 up saves.
I mean, it's not a bad roll, but he is dead.
He is slain. Burnt to a crisp.
Goodbye.
Okay, now we're going to do the Cryptek, who's just been annoying me all game.
I
2,
understand.
4, 6 dice, flamer hits. Nice.
Okay, not bad.
11,
Not
12,
bad.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Okay, so 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Oh, for what it's
16,
worth,
17,
everyone,
18,
I'm in
19,
Protocol of the
20,
Conquering
21.
Tyrant Directive 1, which is extra range to my auras and command phase abilities. So nothing that will keep him alive.
Good, because he must die.
He's forced to wound
3,
him.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wounds.
10 wounds.
10 wounds.
Oh, I do have a free up save. I am in the cover.
Yep.
But I have only got 4 wounds.
10 wounds and you are deaded. You fail
deaded.
5. Yeah. Okay. What does this clicking mean? What is this? It's either a really exotic dance, which I'm not familiar with, or you have a,
Fear my canasta.
a card up your sleeveless shirt.
Because I could spend a CP on Resurrection Protocols to bring him back to life on a 4+.
Okay, and then you'd be on 0.
0 CP. The question is do I need to spend CP on anything else? At this stage, not really. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
No, he's dead forever.
Dead anyway. And now you're on 0 CP.
I'm on 0 CP.
This pleases me greatly.
Okay.
The Ancient now sees the Immortals by his 2 Sanguinary Guard brethren. Sort of how it goes. He hits you once. He
Doesn't wound
fails
you.
to wound you.
Toughness
Toughness 5. Very nice. Crack grenade from Seth into your Wraiths. He hits.
Of course he does. He does wound.
You're toughness 5,
Yeah,
aren't
toughness
you?
5.
I always feel like they're
Oh,
toughness
goodbye.
6. That's what I feel like.
I do fail.
So, one is potentially dead because he's on 2 wounds. He is dead.
Or is he?
Well, is he? Yes, he is.
Yeah, so even with a reroll means nothing. Goodbye.
Okay. Just realised I hadn't moved the incursors. I said I was going to do it off camera.
He did.
And then I didn't do it because
forgot.
I got completely distracted.
You did forget.
So anyway, they're not in combat, so they're not going to be firing their pistols. They have fallen back. I am just over 3 inches away from the Lich Guard because you do have an ability where you can make them heroic intervene, right?
Yeah, once per game I've not used it yet. So
The reason I decided to fall back with these guys is because there was no point staying in combat. He was going to hit me first. I didn't have any of my buffs anymore.
it would
I
be
would die
unwise.
for nothing.
It would be unwise.
So, yeah. Anyway, the last thing I'm going to do is a crack grenade from Seraph Kazian into the Heavy Destroyer.
Fear me.
It's a hit. It's a failed wound, no worries. Okay, that is that. It is going to be chargey time now.
Okay.
Gabriel Seth. Yes.
Sure. Bonk.
He's charging the Wraith, by the way.
Really?
I don't know if you guessed.
You weren't going to do a long bomb charge into the Lich Guard?
Nah, I'm good.
You sure?
I mean, again, I would like to, but unfortunately, because you're re-rolling reanimation, not to mention you've got a 4-up invulnerable save, Seth actually ends up maybe killing 4, and that's after 2 rounds of combat, which is really depressing.
Yes.
Centurions.
Centurions.
They rolled an 11.
You sure you don't want to? No, you can't. You're just over 12 from him.
Yeah,
so.
they're charging the heavy destroyers,
Okay.
which is what I wanted to do. Anyway, I'm going to charge in Seraph Kazian to the Immortals, a 10,
Yeah.
and then the Ancients into the Immortals as well, an 8, although I would probably charge in the Ancient to the heavy destroyers and the Immortals because I can get like a multi thing going on. If I place him right here, I believe.
Maybe.
Well,
We'll
if
measure
not,
it.
if
not,
I can't, I'll just go into the Immortals, and I would only declare against the Immortals if I can't. That's it. So I'm going to move all 3 of those for speed, and then hopefully you die. Whilst we're here, let's
You
just
can
do
stay
these.
there if you want,
No,
but it'll be
Sanguinary Guard to charge.
ungentlemanly of
They
me
get a
not to
3.
remind you.
That'll do. I'm going to whip round. In fact, that's perfect. So that'll put me right on the edge of the wall, which is where I want to be. I am going to begin with Seth.
We're playing League, but we're not Philistines.
That's fine. Face me. Face me and die. Right, his attacks with Blood Reaver. Yes, Blood Reaver, yes. I can re-roll my hits because I put that ability on myself, because why wouldn't I? Yeah. Okay, it's now 2 to wound. Because Blood Reaver.
Okay.
Okay.
7.
Unfortunately, he doesn't make himself explode into damage 4, because that would be cool.
I'm dead.
Good.
I took 12
Please
damage.
remove
He would've
that
killed 4 of them.
irritating model.
He'd have killed 4 of them, you know.
I don't care what he would have done. I care about now.
He'd have killed 4 Lich Guard if you'd have fought them.
Yeah, 4 Lich Guard, and they were gone, the animation protocols, and they all come back to life.
He didn't come back to
I
life.
hate Necrons! Assault Centurions. Prepare to die. Turtle gun people.
Yeah, you know what? Sure. That's a lot of misses there, though, Lawrence, but it's still a lot of hits.
I'm so petrified of these misses, Chef.
Yeah.
Now, what do I wound you on? 1's re-rolling.
5s.
I do not wound you on 5.
It's 2s. The unit's wiped. I'm not
Please
even gonna
remove
bother calculating.
that unit.
I don't know why we bothered doing
No
that.
reanimation protocols. No, I get back up. No, once per game I do this. You're dead. The Sanguinary Guard into your Immortals down here. Die. Oh, that's lots of hits.
3s to kill.
3's to kill because no saves. And that is...
The one guy left alive.
CP. I got you.
Well,
Just.
well done, I guess.
Seraph Kazian.
No.
Right, so he's going to pile in. Well, his wings are pushing the other one, but you get the idea.
That's his whirling dervish.
He hits on 2s.
He does.
He hits with all.
Very good.
He
3s to
wounds
wound.
on 3. 6s will just be kills. Not that that matters.
Okay.
And I roll terribly.
Okay.
Okay, 4 wounds.
6 up
6s
saves.
are required to save.
No saves. So I'm going to remove these 4.
Yep.
So you can't pile into me. I'll remove that one then, because then I'm holding that objective. But do I reanimate? I can reroll one of those. I don't bring anyone back, but I've still got a guy there on the objective.
But I'm obsec, so I still steal it.
Oh yeah, you are right.
Yes, I am. Rites of War. So
Silly
do you want to do that? I think I can still pile in with the other guy
Not with 3
anyway.
inches.
Are you sure?
That's a big 3 inches.
Let's check.
A slight rewind, because
You're back where you were.
tactical play, and this is kind of what the whole thing of tactical league is. You've already capped out your primary this battle round for killing stuff for 3 points. Now, given that I failed 4 and you had Rites of War, basically if I had all the information in my noggin, but there's already like 1,000,001 things going on up there,
yes.
This one thing slipped by me. What I would have done is I would have removed these 4 here in order to die.
Yep.
Because realistically, as soon as I lost 4, relying on the reanimation to come back would have been too much of a risk. So if I'd have actually taken some time to think about it, this is what I would have done. This ensures that he attacks and will deny you a point later, because I'm not going to get that point regardless. So yeah, that's basically why I would do that instead.
Makes sense. So now I have to attack you.
You must. This is where he doesn't die anyway, and it's entirely moot.
Could be hilarious.
Well, I mean, maybe.
I do fail to.
A 3 will kill me, though.
He survives. Hey, how cool is that?
I'm glad we did that, everyone.
How cool is that?
Incredible.
Seth told him, I don't want you to kill him.
I mean, that's not the Flesh Terra way.
He needs to be interrogated later on, which is absolutely what the...
Oh, yeah, that sounds like Seth.
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm going to attack the Bannerman because he does have Rites of War. I hit you once, and I do wound you, no AP.
No AP, and you get a wound. Very nice.
Unless you shrug it.
Oh, yeah, good point. Okay. Very nice. That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
I did get another 3 points for Relentless Assault.
Yep.
Being in your deployment zone, multiple units here. That is now maxed out.
Yep, no more on that.
I did get 3 points from Death from Above, killing a unit with this Sanguinary Guard unit there. I obviously got my primaries at the beginning of the turn. We've already done that. That is it. And I had to raise the banner point at the beginning of the turn as well.
Yes.
So I'm on like 50.
You're on 55 to my 41.
Points.
I'm about to score 4 points on the primary over there.
You'll be on 45. So 55 to 45.
I have a plan, because I always have a plan, but the King's got a lot of work to do.
All right.
Turn 4.
Yes.
Command phase.
Yep.
Got my CP in my pool. I'm going to need you.
I got one back.
Here's the plan. Murder. And that should, in theory, work out. But, like I say, the King's got a lot of work to do. So, what we're going to do, the Chronomancer is just going to put the rerolls on the Lich Guard. Nothing else to do. It's not really going to come up this turn. But,
okay.
I mean, just for the sake of doing it. My Will Be Done is going to go on to them as well for a bit of defensive. And we're also going to do my Will Be Done on myself in case there's any minuses that you wish to apply from things like smoke grenades and whatnot.
Sure.
So that's my command phase. Oh, and stuff is healed.
Yes, of course.
Let's move.
Okay.
Movement phase, we'll begin with the Scarabs. Flee! Flee from the guard and steal the objective because we're obsec, but also stay outside of 6 inches because of your silly strat. The Lich Guard are going to move over this way in order to blockade this objective, ensure that we still have it, do the action, and create a nice little bubble wrap for my character so that he will not be shot and die. Just go there. There we go. And then the rest will move over to join. And he jumps in the middle to fly. Ooh. No, it's fine. Yeah, Ancient Machineries is specifically core and canoptic units. He is a character, so no, that would be cheating. It's time. Boom! And then I'll arrange myself properly. Shooting phase.
Yeah.
The Chrono Lance, well, the Entropic Lance of the Chronomancer into Seth.
Okay. Seth? Nope.
Misses. Okay, very good.
Cuts it out of the air.
It's the Silent King's Split Fire Whirling Dervish Chef Special then. It's a mini dervish. It's a mini split. I was going to go for the full freeway, but then I thought, hang on, let's think about it properly. The Staff of Stars and the Scepter of Eternal Glory are going to go into this guy because I can't rely on the Staff of Stars to do the job because you've got 4-up save, basically. The Annihilator Beam is going to go into Seth though because 1, I find that utterly hilarious, and 2, because he must die.
Fair enough.
So, you're going to...
I'm not going to do anything. Not with that weight of firepower.
Not doing transformation?
Nope.
I understand. Let's start with the Staff of Stars. Let's see if my decision was the correct one or not. Because otherwise I would have put the Scepter over into those guys, but I've already got that objective, so it doesn't matter. I am re-rolling those misses because I am allowed to because of myself. It's freeze to wound you.
Okay.
Okay, 4-up saves. That's 8 of them. Maybe
5,
I
6,
should have
7,
split, but it doesn't
8.
matter. I'm
He's
glad
dead.
I didn't because that was very precarious. He is dead. That's good.
Okay.
Nice. The Annihilator Beam into Seth. It's a hit.
Okay.
It's 2s to wound, or I could spend a CP to auto wound. I'm just going to roll it. It's a wound.
Did you?
Seth is fine.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. So Seth is still alive.
That's fine.
And they're still alive.
That's fine. The Silent King will charge into Seth.
Fair enough.
Yes, I will.
He
Yes,
makes it.
I will. Okay. The King versus the Master.
The Demon King.
Gabriel, Seth! What?
Yes.
Oh, Seth is the Demon King? Surely Seth is more like guns.
Well, the thing is, mythology-wise, Baal is the king of the demons.
Right.
So Iadon Baal is the demon king.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do... Right. I'm going to do a trace of men here. No. The Staff of Stars. I hit you all of the times. I wound you on freeze. I wound you all of the times. It's -2. So does he have a... I don't know what save he has.
I think it's just 3 up.
So that's 1 damage a pop, so 2 damage.
Yep.
The Scythe of Dust. I do drop 1. 2's to wound you because it's strength a lot.
Yes.
Rerolling the wounds because I'm allowed to because of myself because it's silly. 1, 2, 3 wounds at -4, so 4 up in bonds. Each one is flat 3 damage.
Okay, all 4s. Come on, Seth. No, terrible.
The king doesn't even strike you. That was his 2 attendants. He just went, finish him.
Yeah, I mean, he is a big model. That's about right.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to do some jank of my own.
Sure.
Since I'm not based, I'm going to move around here. Like so.
Sure.
That will become evident as to why. Actually, I'll do it. Start that again. Start with him first. He's going to come around here.
Okay.
There we go. Now it works.
Right.
To attack you.
Sure.
I hit you. To kill you. I kill you.
I'm dead. Yes, well done.
Okay. Now I'm going to blow the Flesh Terra stratagem where I can consolidate 6 inches.
Cool.
So that will put me towards the nearest enemy, which are the Scarabs, this way, and get these into the OBSEC banner range. Let's see how that plays out. Well, what am I up to here? A pretty nasty little tactic, but something that the Flesh Terrors can hold up their sleeves and is incredible at this moment in the game. I have the Ancient who's got Rites of War, giving OBSEC to all models within 6 inches or core in character. He's now going to use the aggressive onslaught stratagem, and because that piles him 6 inches towards the nearest enemy models, which are the Scarabs, it gets him within 6 inches of my Sanguinary Guard units, which are just behind the wall, and gives them OBSEC, meaning I now steal the objective back. What this means is I'm now holding more objectives as we go into my command phase turn 5, and I'm holding 2 objectives on top of that. So I'm holding 2, I'm holding more, and as a result, I get 12 primary points. This could literally be the defining moment of stealing the game or potentially losing the game by a handful of points. So I still need to do some other bits, probably plant some banners, maybe kill some units for the primary, ideally those Scarabs. Let's see how it pans out. It's a command phase. Bannerman's going to give +1 to hit to the Sanguinary Guard.
Sure.
His banner ability.
Ah, the Bannerman.
The Sanguinary Guard, we've done some calculations off camera. So it's pretty scary. But, and then the Bannerman's going to come in here. And I think rather aptly, he's going to raise the banner because the banner is also scored at the end of the game.
Yes.
Doesn't have to go to my next command phase, it is at the end of the game. Correct. So I now have a banner on here. Interestingly, we've also worked out that you can't stop that banner scoring now, because the only way you stop it scoring is in your command
it's really weird.
Command phase.
At the start of any command phase.
And you're not holding that. So I will actually, I'm guaranteed a point there.
Yeah, so even if I move on to it, it's not going to get turned off, which is a bit weird. Like, I have checked it, but man.
Likewise, what we'll do here is, they're actually screening Seraph already. So Seraph will now raise the banner here. And the Centurions will raise the banner over there. So that will give me a 4-point swing at the end of this game.
Indeed.
And there isn't really anything Mr. Chef can do about that.
No, which is pretty cool.
Irritatingly. Or good for me, but irritating for him, which I understand. Now, what I'm going to do is, there was nothing else that was going to happen in the command phase. That's all fine. Cool.
He heals himself for whatever it's
Yeah,
worth.
he's actually this guy that was wounded, but it doesn't matter. He's
okay.
hanging out there. That is that. I'm just going to place him in a way that potentially can hide block line of sight as well, because there is a big wall there. Let me have a look. Okay, I think I've played this about as well as I can in this last turn. Let's see if it pays off. Basically, I need to kill them. These 3 have shuffled. I do have a model still within 3 of the objective, but not within 3 of the Lich Guard because you could heroically intervene with your ability. I'm now going to do 6 shots, or 3 shots rather, because I don't think I'm in rapid fire. Excuse me, I'm not in rapid fire. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 shots into your scarabs.
Sure.
3 shots. Ping, ping. 1 wound.
1 ping.
1 ping.
Nope, it's a ping.
It's
One's
a ping,
down to
it's
3.
lost a wound. Right, the Angelus bolt guns will then also fire into you.
Yes.
They're now hitting on, I think the +1 to hit is just with
It's just
melee.
melee, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so.
they're basic +1 as if they're in range of the wall.
Although they hit anyway.
Doesn't matter.
So who cares? Yeah.
3 is to wound me.
3s. That's 2 more wounds at -1.
Okay, you don't quite kill the base. Fine.
No.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think weirdly now I'm just going to charge you,
Okay.
which will look a little bit like that.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Fight me.
Slight adjustment with Seraph Casium. I've realised that, because he had to move, and I'm still doing the action there anyway, I've realised that I need as many units in this quarter for Purge, just in case you want to come this way.
Yeah, if I make a really long charge...
it's very, very hard to get to the Ancients.
It will be, but
I just want to guarantee...
At this stage, I'm taking that
you
chance.
can't remove that model from the quarter. So, okay, it's now the Sanguinary Guard.
Okay.
Sanguinary Guard are attacking you. They hit all the times but 1.
2s to wound me.
2s.
The unit is dead.
The unit is dead.
Well done.
That gives them the death from above to 3 points.
Yep.
We're going to do the maths one last time, but I believe...
Well played, sir.
That might be again.
Well played, sir.
Yeah, we'll be back in 1 second, but we'll just make sure that's the case.
Wow. What a game!
Yeah.
Guys, that was a bit. I've got no nails
That's
left.
the closest game we've had in a good while.
That was a really good game.
Very, very, very close game. A game which you were winning strangely all the way through, despite my points had a slight lead. Like you were set up to win. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But I stole it at the last moment. So the points ended at 76-73. We've played out the last bits of what you would have done in your turn.
Just to
There's
make
nothing I can
sure
do
that it
about
was
that
100%
anyway.
that way. Effectively, what happens is the Silent King moves down, does the Ancient Machineries on the last one that I haven't done it for. That will max me out that. I did get a big 6 on the advance for the Chronomancer, allowing me to go and steal your home objective.
Which is good.
Which is good for primary later.
Freed up the Lich Guard then.
The Lich Guard then moved over to try and kill the Sanguinary Guard. More importantly, to deny you holding that objective, and I've held back in order to hold my the other objective as well. So they've strung out a bit. We're doing that nonsense.
It's competitive though. That's fine.
That's how it is. So that does score me the 12 on the primary.
Yeah.
I would get a point for Purge the Vermin in the quarter that the Silent King's in, 3 points for the Ancient Machineries that he's completed, and 3 points for the Treasures of Aeons, giving me 73 points to your 72, and then your banners go 4 points, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. I mean, a fascinating game, really fun to watch and see how that unfolded. Now, Chef, obviously, like we were saying, you were kind of were set up to win this. What do you think went well in the list, and what do you think you're sort of thinking about next time, and how do you think that went overall for you?
Look, the Silent King's great. I think the Lich Guard are still great. I think I was a bit too defensive. Because weirdly, at the very beginning, you said that my army rule neuters the really cool thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Your really cool thing that you could do neutered my entire army. In hindsight, I should have been a little bit more aggressive with the Lich Guard. It's like, great, go and kill some Lich Guard. I've got the Technomancer to revive them. I've got reanimation protocols. I've got my 4-pin bun.
Yeah, I think you can definitely rely on them more.
Yeah, I should have relied on them more and just pushed them up. And also, if you wanted to charge the king, I kind of forgot about his I force you to fight last. So if you, because I was a bit wary about sending the Lich Guard forward and then you going, oh, I'll just kill the king turn 1. It would have actually been basically impossible to do so because he would have fought first. The Scorpex not making a charge was massive though. I think if they'd have made that charge, that would have been game over. But that's how it goes. So it was a long charge. Yeah, I like the list. I have already pondered with some changes to it, but I don't know if I'm going to go ahead with those changes. So
this did work, really.
Yeah,
even though you did lose,
Yeah.
I think if you played it slightly different or you had the luck just at the right moment.
Yeah, I think it's also one of those things as well of I'm getting used to that list.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
getting used to this play style. I can be probably a little bit more aggressive with the army, but again, that's the thing. It depends on the matchup. Yeah, so I'm happy with the list. I'm happy with how it did. But 3 points, I'll take that loss.
Yeah, I mean, and certainly, as we said, it was an incredibly close game.
And a high-scoring one for you as well. So still
I
relevant
think
to the league.
the list is awesome. It scares me, which is good. But yeah, again, Lawrence obviously winning this game. How did you think your list did? Obviously, again, close game, but
it was a very close
standouts.
game. Chef, well done, Chef. It really had me on the ropes there. I didn't think I was going to win it until I saw the opportunity to use that 6-inch consolidate, and then having Rites of War. I was umming and ahhing for a while whether I spend the CP on that, and it actually literally
It's
just
100%.
came
It's
off.
100%. Yeah. If you hadn't had that opportunity, I would have won by 2 points.
Yeah. So the Ancient staying in. He's just so good. The other thing I was using it had as a counter up my sleeve throughout the game, which I thought did actually work quite well because you were aware of it as well. So it was like a nice counter, is being able to use that Angel Sacrifice. So that someone like the Silent King who could potentially charge the Centurion to make me fight last, I go, okay, cool, but I'll heroically intervene. That's why I kept those characters so tight to the Centurion, 6 inches. And then I go, right, no, actually, you're going to have to fight him. And then he kills the Ancient, okay, but then the Centurions would at least get to strike.
Yeah.
So that worked quite well. Overall, though, it was my first time using the list. There are things I love about it. I kind of love the Centurions and I hate them at the same time. I feel like not having core, they don't even get the buff of Seth, which it just feels not quite right to me. Would I prefer just more Inceptors or Assault Pack, jumpy death things? Probably, because I'm a Flesh Terra player. But did they ultimately do what they kind of needed to?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Interesting.
So maybe I'll play another game or two with them before I make a list change, but I am brewing some other lists which I think may be better. But for now, look, I've got to win against an opponent I was terrified of and a list I was terrified of. So it's on to the next one, see what happens.
Well, thank you both for playing. That was an awesome game, a brilliant spectacle. We hope you enjoyed it at home. And stay tuned for the next one, and we'll see you soon in the next League game.
Bye-bye. Purge, ancient machineries, and what's the other one called? That would become very important for my no.
Relic.
Go away, Wasp. 6. Cut. Action. Take 17. Cut. Let's try again. I'm ready.
We are rolling again.
Operate. No. Cut. Do it again. I need to mention that first. We then have 3. My brain is just not working today. Come on. Take 59. Analysis that will be available. No, because I don't know when it's going to... I've lost count of takes.